And all right, welcome to Tommy Knows Best Sports Podcast. Today I have a guest, and I'm going live at Tony's Pub and Grill, and it's going to be a fun podcast. We're going to talk about the Celtics trade, the Red Sox, Patriots, and Bruins. We're going to start out with the Celtics because they're the main talk of this podcast, and we're going to talk about them first. So, Tommy, a couple days ago, the Celtics made a big trade.
They did.
They traded one of your favorite players. You've been telling me this the past few days. They traded Marcus Smart for draft picks to Memphis Grizzlies, and they got 2 first-round picks. And the draft was on Thursday, and the Celtics got someone in the draft, but they also traded their picks too. You know that?
Yeah. No, I didn't know they traded all the picks.
Yeah, they traded something. But I want to know what you thought about the Marcus Smart trade and Porzingis coming here.
I'm a big Marcus Smart fan, so I was sad to see him go. But they need Porzingis. Porzingis is going to be nice in the middle because he can play with Williams. He can play with Horford.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very good player.
Yeah.
So they it's not going to hurt him that much. But Smart was defensively, he's going to hurt him a little bit.
I know defensively it will hurt them a little bit. Smart was the voice and stuff, and he was good on defense. But I wasn't a big Marcus Smart fan because he was starting to be a reliability. It was time for a change with him. Yes, I understand he was a good player in the playoffs this past year. He was the only one that showed up. He played really good. I got that, but I don't know. Seeing him flopping around, seeing him forcing those threes whenever he wanted to force those threes.
He was getting a little caught.
Yeah, he was getting in his head a little bit.
Stevens stepped up and made the trade.
He
made a good job.
He made the trade. Yes.
I didn't think he had it in him. I didn't.
No.
Once I got rid of Ainge, I was a little nervous, but he's stepping up. He's doing
Brad
a good job.
Stevens is stepping up big time.
He's doing a good job. He is.
He is doing a good job. You know, and this Celtics team should have won the championship this year, should have beaten Miami. Right. Look what happened to Miami this year in the NBA Finals. You think we could have beaten the Denver Nuggets?
We would have gave them a good game.
We probably would have gave them a good series.
I can't say we would have beat them, but I think we would have, would have won 7 games, I think.
You think it would have won 7 games?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It probably would have won 7 games, but if you had to flip a coin, you take the Celtics.
I would.
Me too. I would have took them too because that's my home team, and I will never go against my home teams in any series.
Wait till next year.
Wait until next year. We'll see how good this team is. And you think Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum like this trade?
I think they do. I think down deep they do, I think.
It's going to help Jason Tatum, and it's going to help Jaylen Brown. It's going to help all of them play really good. I think it was the smart move, but some people were suspect about it.
Yeah.
Some people were saying, why do we trade Smart? A lot of people were happy. Like when I went to bed, I was so happy when I went to bed seeing Marcus Smart is gone and Porzingis is here, and I said, whoop-de-doo, yay! It was like Christmas morning all over for me. My birthday, everything. It was like everything for me.
That's good for you.
Marcus Smart is out of the Boston Celtics organization. He's no longer on the team anymore. We do not have to hear Marcus Smart or see Marcus Smart flopping and hearing, aye, like Felder says all the time.
He'll be back to haunt us.
Aye. Yeah, he's going to probably come back and haunt us with the Memphis Grizzlies. But it's all right. We could beat them. We could beat him. But is he going to dye his hair purple now that he went to that team?
Probably.
Because he had the green hair when he was here. Is he going to have the purple hair when he goes there?
If he's dedicated, he's going to do it.
He probably is dedicated. But here's the thing about the Celtics team. It was like iffy this year with the season with Joe Mazzulla taking over as the coach this year.
That was tough.
With Ime Udoka getting suspended for what he did. And then during the offseason, the past few weeks, the Celtics were hiring assistant players and assistant coaches.
Yes.
They hired a Duke assistant coach, and I think that's Jason Tatum's boy right there because he was there when Jason Tatum played. And I think it was a time for a change, too, on the coaching staff. You brought in Sam Cassell that played for the Celtics that won a championship in '08 with Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Rondo. And I think that was a good hiring right there a few weeks back. Sam Cassell coming here. And I want to know if Missoula messes up, you think Cassell will take over the coaching role?
I think he's on a slim edge.
Yeah, Missoula's on a slim edge this year with Sam Cassell there, breathing under his neck, saying, when am I going to get the coaching job? When am I going to get the coaching job? We'll see.
If the players can play for him.
Yeah, we'll see if the players can play this year. They do get the talent. And I want to know what's going to happen to Grant Williams and Peyton Pritchard. Are they going to be the next two out?
I hope not, but
me too.
Yeah, I think they might.
Maybe yes. All right, we're going to jump in on our next topic, and it's about the Red Sox. And lately, they've been playing good. Last night, they won 3-1 against the White Sox. Brian Balow on the mound pitching. And
3 good outings in a row.
Yeah, 3 good outings in a row with him. And I want to know about the young pitching and with all these other guys on the team with Chris
Hamilton that came up last night.
Hamilton?
He can run.
He can run is right.
Wow.
What do you think about this Red Sox team so far this year?
They've been just about what I thought they were going to be.
Average?
Yeah.
You think
500? I think they're a little better than 500.
Me too. I think they're a little better than 500.
I think their pitching might step up a little bit. The young kids are coming along.
Yep, so Brian Balow, Wetlock, and Crawford and Houck. Those are the 4 that have been playing really good. What do you think what they're going to do at the trade deadline this year? You think they're going to be sellers, or do you think they're going to make some big moves? Because
I don't think they're going to make any big moves.
Because they need depth pitching. They do.
Yumi, he ain't a big move guy.
How come
he likes to, spread it out a little bit.
How come Chaim Bloom's not a big guy like that?
I don't know. That's just the way he is.
Oh yeah.
He leaves the big guys alone. He gets
minor
leaguers.
He's treating this team like he was treating Tampa Bay Rays, and we're not no Tampa Bay Rays. We're a big market team, and big market teams need big pitches, need good players. Look what we did during the offseason last year, letting Xander Bogaerts go. And thank God Evaldi and JD Martinez, we let all those guys go. Yeah. And I think we got young. Cassis playing at first base is a iffy reliability, but last night he did not play first base. No. It was Justin Turner, and I think I kind of liked that move last night.
Give him a couple of days off to let him think about it.
Yes.
He's a kid.
And another thing is Verdugo not playing last night. He's been in and out the lineup, been in and out Alex Cora's lineup. And you think that's a good thing that he's been in and out of the lineup?
Maybe he needs a little rest too. He was playing an awful lot. He was playing.
And Kiki Hernandez has been playing shortstop. They've been trying this new experience with him, new experiment, and it's not working too good. He's been causing errors. He's been not doing good at shortstop. He should be where he's supposed to be in center field at his position, but
you're right.
We basically have no guys playing any of these positions. No. And when are we going to have Trevor Story come back? Because I was hearing that Trevor Story's been doing some rehab sessions, have been throwing.
Yeah.
When is he ready to come back? After All-Star break?
After the All-Star break, middle of July, end of July, they say.
And Chris Sale's going to come back August 2nd, but here's the thing.
That?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
That's what they said. That's his
goal.
That's his goal. We'll see how it plays out. And what do you think about Corey Kluber and Paxton? You think we should trade those two for
I think Kluber, he's got to go.
He got to go. He's on the DL. He's on the 15-day DL. They put him on there a couple days ago.
After that, they might put him on assignment.
Oh, yeah, put him on assignment. See you later, Corey Kluber. Pack your bags out of Fenway Park, and I'll pay for your plane ticket out of Logan Airport, too. How about that? And I'll make sure you get a coffee. And I'll make sure you got a donut on top of that. And there's your one-way plane ticket. All right. We're going to jump into our next topic.
What we got?
And it's about the Patriots. And they were in some trouble. One of their players this past week, Jack Jones, a cornerback. And he was in some trouble last weekend. And he had a court date on Tuesday. He tried to go on an airplane with 2 firearms, and
Not too smart.
not too smart. And he had priors of this in college, and I think he messed up big time. I think he messed up big time.
I don't think we're going to see him in the Patriots uniform. But
No, I don't
that's
think.
my opinion.
What do you think about his lawyer that was like, she's a handful, huh?
Yeah.
Petrie or something like that?
She's supposed to be the best.
She's supposed to be the best, but she's a handful of a lawyer to have. If you were in his shoes, whoa, who? But what do you think about the Patriots this year? How do you think their offense is going to be this year with Bill O'Brien?
I think they'll be a little better.
How do you think Mac is going to be this year?
He's going to be a lot better, I think.
How about Trent Brown in the offensive line? Because there's been a little 50-50s with that offensive line.
He's a little iffy.
A lot of those guys haven't been doing OTAs. A few of them weren't showing up. Few of them were in Belichick's doghouse. We know about the Belichick doghouse. What do you think about the Belichick doghouse every year?
That's a big thing.
You know who's been in that Belichick doghouse all last year? Was Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah.
And I want to see what he could do this year with Mac Jones in his third year and with Bill O'Brien and with a real offensive coordinator. I think Belichick should lead the offense alone. Let Bill O'Brien do whatever he can do with that offense. What do you think?
I think you're 100% right. I think he's going to concentrate more on the defense. So the defense should get a little better. And special teams. He likes special teams also. But I think he's going to let the offense go with Bill.
Yeah.
O'Brien.
Yeah, he is. He's going to let Bill O'Brien do his show, and he's just probably going to worry about the defense with his son and Gerard Mayo.
So I think the defense is going to step up a little bit.
July 26th is when camp opens up, like in another month. July 26th, right around the corner. Camp opens up, and Tommy Knows Best Sports Podcast will be live at camp, checking out the team in action, seeing what they are, seeing how they are on offense and defense. And then I'll do a little reporting afterwards because I like to do that. Every time I go to a Patriots training camp,
that's a good thing.
I like to go there, take notes, and then I report back to my podcast fans and my pages.
Full of information.
Yes, just like Felger and Maz. What's up, boys? And one of my fans said, Tommy, you drinking here? You drinking beers? No, I'm not drinking, Raw Dog. Very too early to drink now. No. I'm working right now, doing a podcast. But we're going to jump on our last topic, and it's about the Bruins. I want to talk about their off-season stuff because they have off-season stuff coming up next week. July 1st is when they have to sign guys back here. Yep. And the main guy that I want to see back here is Tyler Bertuzzi. What do you think about that?
I like Bertuzzi.
He showed up this year in the playoffs. We did good this year.
He stepped up.
The Bruins went all in this year in the trade deadline.
What about Pucci and
you mean Hathaway?
No, Hathaway, not Hathaway.
Krejci and Bergeron.
Bergeron. Yeah.
I was hearing rumors that
not coming back.
Krejci's not going to come back, and I was hearing like a rumor a couple days ago on Felger and Maz when a caller called Cam from Taunton.
Yeah.
Cam from Taunton saying Bergeron's going to be back probably next year. That's what he was hearing through one of his sources.
Okay, that's a good thing.
You think he should come back next year?
Absolutely.
One more year?
I think he can get another year in him.
What do you do with
He's a good leader.
What do you do with the goalies? Should you trade Olmark for like a player for Nugent Hopkins from Edmonton Oilers?
Yeah, if they would do it. I don't think they would do it.
Because this is what you do if
because you got a guy down there they just signed down the minors, right?
Oh yeah, Bussy. Yeah, they signed him, Bussy.
Good young goalie.
He played up here this year in a few games towards the end of the season. He's not a bad goalie. No. The Bruins have a good goalie in Providence. The Bruins should stop bringing up all these Providence players. You know who I want to see make his debut this season coming up? I want to see Fabian Lazelle make his debut on the Bruins. That kid was racking up goals. I was hearing he's supposed to be the next David Pastrnak in the league.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. Racking up goals,
that's a lot
scoring.
Of
there you go. There's a lot of reputation. A lot of my friends that live in Rhode Island and from the Providence area and from the Rhode Island area go to the Providence Bruins games, and they tell me.
They report to you?
Oh, yeah, they report to me about Fabian Lazelle. Fabian Lazelle on my Rhode Island fans and Providence fans. They need to bring him up this year. I want to see Fabian Lysell in a Bruins uniform playing up.
I'm gonna have to put
Yes.
that in my head.
Yes,
Remember
and
that
I also want to see Tyler Bertuzzi re-signed here again
Absolutely.
and make some moves. Make some moves. It's time for the off season for my Bruins.
Right, make a couple moves.
Yep, and don't run it back because them and the Celtics, they shouldn't have run it back the way things they were talking about. We're gonna run it back. No, don't run it back.
No.
Make changes. It's time for changes.
They just ran into a buzzsaw in Florida.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
They went right to the finals, but
They didn't do too well.
Hockey's tough.
And I liked how Vegas won and Cassidy won his first ever Stanley Cup.
That
He
was
should have
good.
won one in 2019, but we gagged it up. We choked it up against the St. Louis Blues in 2019 in Game 7. I don't want to talk about that. But anyways, we're going to end this podcast. Tommy, I want to say thank you for coming on here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah. And come down here, guys, for a nice cold beer, for a nice French onion soup, steak tips, turkey tips. The food's good here. Come down here. The bar opens up at 12. Tommy Knows Best Sports Podcast will be here. If you guys want to come down here, I like to talk to the fans, and I like the mango. Let's go. Come down here. See you guys. Have a great day. Bye.
See ya.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, Thomas.